The law of attraction is always working. Just like the law of gravity, it never takes a break. It's a powerful tool when you understand and use it correctly. So the question is, well, how does it work? Well, let's take a look. I think you can learn it. Everything is energy, and energy is constantly moving in an orderly manner. We actually live in an ocean of motion. Everything moves by law. Everything, just look around you. Everything you see is energy, and it's moving. It may appear to be still. The wall that you're looking at is moving. Go take a look at it through a microscope and you'll see little particles of energy dancing before you, okay? When President John Kennedy asked Dr. Wernher von Braun what it would take to build a rocket that would carry a person to the moon and bring him back safely to Earth, von Braun replied with 5 words: the will to do it. Do you know that those 5 words will give you anything you want? Took us to the moon and it'll give you anything you want. Give you the lifestyle you want, is the will to do it, okay? Now, von Braun went on to explain that the laws of the universe are so precise that we have no difficulty building a rocket that'll carry a person to the moon and bring him back safely to Earth. And the good doctor also pointed out that we can, in fact, time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. That's not done by accident, it's done because we understand the laws, okay? The law of attraction is a secondary law. Now, I've already mentioned that. The primary law is one you want to look at. It's the law of vibration. Now, that law decrees that everything moves, nothing rests. We literally live in an ocean of motion. I don't care what it is you're looking at. Concrete that you may be walking on, it is moving. Nothing rests, everything moves. Get a powerful microscope and you'll see it, okay? You're a mass of energy in a very high speed of vibration. So let's stop and talk about you for a minute and take a look. That would be what's called Kirlian photography. Semyon Kirlian, back in the 30s, around 1934, he perfected a form of photography where you can actually photograph mass and the energy coming from it can be photographed. Now, depending upon the vibration of the person, the energy is stronger, weaker, or it'll change colors. To consciously and deliberately have the law of attraction improving the quality of your life, you must understand how this law works. It's an essential thing. You're a mass of energy and a high speed of vibration, and you function on frequencies. You do. Everything does, but you do, okay? You can and will attract whatever is on the same frequency as yourself. It's a matter of choice, and it's your choice. Now think about that for a moment. You're going to attract according to the frequency you're on. If you're on a negative vibration, you're going to attract negative. It's just going to happen. A frequency is really a level of vibration. That's really what it is. And what we've got to understand, there's an infinite number of frequencies, okay? Now, all these frequencies, infinite number of them, every frequency is connected to the one above and the one below. Now you might wonder, what the heck has this got to do with my income? I'm going to tell you something. It's got everything to do with your income. Everything. You want to know where the money is? I'm going to show you where the money is. It's on a specific frequency. You operate in a low frequency, low income. High frequency, high income. Everything is connected. Look at each frequency is hooked up to the one above and the one below. Now, if you follow that through with your thinking, you're going to realize that everything in this whole universe is connected. You say, well, I have a hard time believing that. You may look at a chair and you say, it's not connected to the desk. Everything is connected. Everything's energy. Everything vibrates. Just stay with me, okay? Let these lines represent levels of vibration, okay? Level of vibrations are often referred to as frequencies, okay? We think on frequencies. So let these thoughts represent your thoughts, and that's on the frequency you're working. It's the thoughts you're thinking that's going to determine the results you get. Our thinking ultimately produces our results. It's the way it works. Most people are thinking of what they don't want. They're not thinking of what they do want. It's rather sad. Now, your mind is operating on this frequency down here. Your goals are way up here. Think about that for a moment. The mind and thoughts must be focused on the same frequency as the goal. Look where it is. It's up there. You're way down low. You got to get your mind onto the higher frequency. You just have to. So we look at our results, and then we look at our goal, and You've got to change your thinking. What do you have to do? You have to make a decision. You flip your mind onto a higher frequency. You're going to be thinking the frequency of what you want. Goethe, the German philosopher, said that. He said, before you can do something, you first must be something. William James, way back 1900, act like the person you want to become. Well, you got to think that way. So you get your thoughts up there. You're going to make a decision, okay? Now, here's the man that really altered Napoleon Hill's life. Any idea, he said, that's held in the mind, that is emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Now that's just the way it works. And he's right. You hold an idea in your mind, it must manifest in form. That is a law. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. You build the idea in your mind, that idea must move into form. It's an absolute law, it's the way it works. So we've got to make a committed decision. And when we make a committed decision, we flip ourselves onto a higher frequency. Any idea held in the mind that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. This is so good. It's such good stuff. You see, we pull thoughts together into ideas, and the ideas move into things or results. Now that's where we're going. You've got to build the idea, but to build the idea, you've got to get the thinking right. Now, isn't it ironic? You're someone who's always running late. Doesn't matter, if you set your alarm for 30 minutes earlier, you leave the house an hour late. If you are mentally programmed to run late, you will, without fail, attract traffic, a spilled cup of coffee, a forgotten computer, or some ironic circumstance that'll deliver the same result late. It's a late paradigm that you're in harmony with. You say, well, I don't really believe that. You don't have to. See, the beautiful thing is we do have a choice. We don't have to believe anything. But what you want to do is understand this. Isn't it ironic? You're someone who never gets what you want or deserve. It doesn't matter how far above or beyond you go, how much extra work you take on or how brightly you shine. If you're mentally programmed to feel that you're not good enough, you will without fail attract your coworker getting all the credit, you getting passed over for the big promotion, or not getting the pay increase that you deserve. They'll deliver the same feeling. You're not good enough. Paradigm is in harmony. See, the paradigm controls everything. It's something inside. It's a program in our mind, and it controls everything in our life. Let's look at this. Isn't it ironic that someone who's always tight on cash, it doesn't matter how much you visualize, how many jobs you have, or how many hours you work. If you're mentally programmed with lack and limitation, you will, without fail, attract an extra bill to pay. A spontaneous and expensive car repair, a traffic ticket that you're gonna, deliver the result that you're just not enough money. The paradigm, it's always messing up. See, you'll hear people say, I just get this paid and another one pops up. We're attracting it. We're programmed for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better. If you'd like us to notify you every time we put a new video up, hit subscribe and then turn on notification. Check out all our videos, and we will notify you when we put a new one up.